This was the first high content book that I published since getting back into self-publishing with my new account. And this book is obviously, it's on all 4 formats. So audiobook, ebook, paperback, and hardcover. The list price for this book is $21.99, but it's on sale with a permanent price strike. And so I make $7.60. And you might be asking, why don't you make more? Because I tried to make it the best cherry yoga book out there. That was what I thought would sell a great book. I thought it had to be the absolute best. I overlooked there are other aspects in play if you want to make money in this space. This book is 270 pages long. 270. If you go look at the cherry yoga space, most books are 90 on the short end to about 150 pages. I'm 100 pages longer than the majority of books. There's no way in hell I'm going to compete with any of those books when it comes to price or ads because of this. The only saving grace is getting a permanent price strike on this book. That's it. Otherwise, this book just doesn't do anything. And so it's able to be, it has a price strike down to the same benchmark as the top books in the space. So because of that, I only make $7.60 off this book when I could be making closer to $9 or $10 per sale off this book, which would allow me to be way more competitive with ads. So, it's crazy. We talked about the coloring book that I made where I spent 24 hours making that book. To this book, it took me 5 months to make it. And I put so much detail and so much, yet I make so much more off that coloring book because I overcomplicated this book. So you can over-engineer it, you can overcomplicate it, whatever you want to call it, and you pay for it. So this book has only made $23,000, $9,000 on ads. So a profit of just under $14,000, $13,797. It has a 10% conversion with ads. So decent, right? But you have to think this book, along with the other 2 that I'm going to be talking about, they're utility books, they're intention purchase, right? People are looking to solve a problem. So the conversion rate is always going to be higher with these type of books than it is with a low content or a coloring book. The ROI for this book is 176% on ad spend. And this book, like if I had to describe it, it's just consistent. Like it never spiked, it never did anything crazy. It's just flat. And I'm okay with that. I actually just turned ads off today for it. In the US, like it's just, we weren't getting anywhere with ads. And I'm just so tired of trying to make it work that we just went ahead and turned it off. And it'll just kind of do its thing, or maybe it'll die. I don't know. I don't really care. It's one of those books that, we talk about not getting emotionally tied to your products, but this was one we put a lot of work in. We made it work. I built a Facebook group of 50,000 seniors. 50,000 seniors are in my Facebook group to help them get better and fit through this. We filmed 100 videos doing chair yoga poses. Each one for each pose that we had, we did that, and some of the videos got tens of thousands of views. It was cool. Amazing feedback. It was so cool. Like I remember some of the stories of some of the seniors. Like I wonder if I could find them and post them on the screen. Like just some of the emails of how they're like, I cannot believe I'm walking. I cannot believe my hip pain is gone or my knees are feeling better. Like just some of the crazy progression stories that I had from people buying this book. It really, warmed my heart. I tried every free manageable way to get reviews for this book. Mostly it was in Facebook groups, in senior Facebook groups. And it was probably the book I put the most effort into. I put the most work into this book. And it's, I think it's given back the least. Lowest return per hour of all 5 books. I have it right in my notes there. But that's how it is sometimes. That's how it is. And like I said, guys, this was my first high content book coming back. I learned a lot from it. But I didn't quit. I just kept going.